Hello, Saber Junkies. Hope everyone is doing well. So I haven't showed my face for a while, so I figured I would, burden you guys with the mug and just talk a little bit about what's going on in the shop. Plus, I've got a hilt over here I'm going to show you. Everything is pretty much the same that it has been. I'm still catching up on missions. And I've been doing some RTS hilts, which are on Etsy right now at very low prices. Seems like everything has to be very low to sell. I'm not too worried about it. It is what it is. So if y'all want a good deal, run over there and check it out. I guess, I don't know. It's still going to be the rest of the year before I get caught up completely on commissions, and then I'm going to start doing some interesting stuff, just whatever the hell I want to do. Play around with some ideas that I've had for quite some time and just haven't had the opportunity to do it. Plus, I'll be doing some just standard, RTS hilts, low priced, in my opinion, low priced. I think the 3 that I have up right now are sitting at $4.99. I mean, that's just unbelievably low for the work that I've put into them. So yeah, in that range, I think I may not be doing that much longer because it's just not worth it, especially having to go to prices like that in order to compete with, LGT and shit like that. But I can do it. I can do them for that. Basically, it's just giving away my time. I look at it like, well, what I could be doing is, watching Netflix, watching a series on Netflix and accomplishing absolutely nothing. So I'm out here building, and it is what it is, I am going to show you this hilt, and I'm actually waiting on the SD card to fill up. I think I had just a little issue with the SD card, and I buy the good SD cards, but sometimes they just don't work right. So I'm swapping that over, and then as soon as I get that done, we're going to go look at this. Yes, I am missing hair, as you can see. Actually, it's growing back. But so my son went into the Navy, and he's in boot camp right now. So when he's had his head shaved, I went ahead and shaved mine just to support him. And I did send him a picture in the first letter that I wrote him. So he got a kick out of that. So anyway, let's jump over there and we'll see what happens. So this hilt has a lot of contributors. So I'm going to go through some of them here. And if I screw up people's names, just leave a dirty comment in the bottom. So the hilt design was by Brian Hardy. He did the design, the overall design, and the painting and weathering of the hilt. Phil Guinness, Kalymian Custom Sabers and Props did the crystal chamber and setup of the hilt. And then we've got this really cool, and I'm really liking this. I actually just ordered a few of these. So from Ryan Sachs and from Jeremy Netz. Ryan's from Scavengers Foundry, and Jeremy Netz got the Saber Merchant store on Etsy and website. So this is available through the Saber Merchant over there, and it's really cool. I really like it. I like how flush it is. Don't stick out too much. yeah, it's pretty cool. So this was quite a bit of work doing this. I did a bit of mill work on it myself. I'm gonna say that's an understatement. I did quite a bit of mill work on this because I had to run tubing and stuff through here, do a lot of milling underneath this, and this switch section right here that Brian sent me. I wanted to get that in there, and so, well, I had to mill out the control box to get that in there, so everything worked out pretty good. Pretty awesome overall. Just, I really like it. So instead of the buttons being up here, they're all on this control box. So let's just look at the chassis that I designed here. So I went a little bit different route than I normally go, and just wanted something that looked really cool. And this is what I come up with. We're going to have a lot of blinkies here.
Check out that noise. I think Lord Vader's experiment just got loose.
There's the chamber. So this holds a 7/8 blade, and inside here we've got a new PCB that I got from the Saber merchant, and it's got the cover on it. Pretty awesome. Got a 28mm speaker from KR Sabers. This is a Keep Power 18650 3120 milliamp battery. The best on the market as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. This here is a Proffieboard V3.9 from KR Sabers. This battery cover right here is from Saberbay. I like that. So we got the positive going down, which you can put it in backwards. It won't hurt nothing. It's hard to get out, but
Check out that noise. I think Lord Vader's experiment just got loose.
You scary? Yeah, right. Start.
so the sound fonts here
I'm Luke Skywalker.
are from Syndicate Custom Relics. I've installed them before for Brian, and so I put them on the end back there. It's got quite a bit of sound fonts on it because he's had quite a bit of sound fonts, and I've done quite a bit of installs for him. So he made the clamp card here, which is really cool. A nice looking clamp card. So the chassis is made out of multi-jet Fusion Nylon, and it was printed at Craftcloud. And I had a lot of fun designing this thing, going this direction with my tubes instead of up and down, which is usually what I do. And I thought, oh, that's cool, because this here actually kind of looks like, you know, teeth. It's like tubing cut off right there. It looks pretty cool. There where the switch is.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
And it sounds really good. And it's got some lot of threads there. Now I don't know how well this is going to come over on this speaker. So I'm using a microphone, and it's one of those noise canceling microphones. So how this sounds on this video is probably not going to be very good. That's something I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure out the host sound. Tried different things. I use a microphone on the phone most of the time. That's usually the route that I go. But I wanted to try something different with this microphone, and sound, video, all of that stuff is still something, even after all this time of doing this, I am still quite mediocre at it. I've spent more time trying to figure out how to make nice looking chassis and nice installs and then build lightsabers than I have presenting them to you guys. So it is what it is.
Enter volume menu. Maximum volume. Volume menu end. And maximum volume menu. Volume menu end. Obi-Wan can... You don't know the power of the dark side.
Let's back this up.
Hello there. I am Luke Skywalker.
Starkiller.
So yeah, I think this is a pretty awesome hilt. Let me grab a blade here real quick and stick that in there. So the blade retention is here. Of course, the bunny ears help on that as well. So the one thing about our clamp card here is it is move around. I actually had to do some sanding on the bottom side of this to get this to fit right. I think it would be cool to have maybe I'm not really sure, ends on this, maybe some caps on this or something. I don't know, just to keep it from moving around. Anyway. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, yeah. I did forget. I knew there was more. So I've got some 10 millimeter LED PCBs in here. They've got 7 LEDs on each PCB on the top and the bottom, and they are from Shadowfoil Props. That's where I got those from. So with the way this is made, it's actually pretty cool. It's vented here on both sides, so you get to see those light up. It actually makes pretty cool effects. So that's it, guys. That is all. I'm going to send this out to Brian sometime this week. I'm going to do some more just messing with it, make sure everything is still good, and because I said earlier I was having SD card problems, which actually wasn't. It wound up not being SD card problems. It was clamp card problems. The clamp card was pressing down on the buttons, changing fonts and stuff on me. And what's funny is it seemed perfectly fine up here, and I thought maybe I had a crimped wire and then grounding out on my auxiliary. And so I took the top off, I pulled this out, I ran 3 new wires for the, the switch here. I ran 3 new wires in there.
Enter volume menu.
That is kind of a pain to get back on.
Volume menu end.
So yeah, I ran 3 new wires here, and it was still doing it. And so it wound up being, at least I believe, it is the clamp card, was the clamp card pushing down on the little 5mm brass tactile switches there. So anybody else that winds up getting one of these, I'll pull this back here. I don't have this glued in right now, this part, because like I said, I was, this evening I've been messing with it, trying to figure out where my issue was coming from. I had all this glued in here already. So taking everything apart, trying to figure it, troubleshooting sometimes, especially when it's intermittent like that, sometimes it's a pain. But the way this clamp is designed, you can actually use these same switches right here in a little bit shorter, and it'll go right in there under some tape, and you don't have to, you can just glue them in, and you don't have to do any of this mill work like I did here. I just wanted to make this setup that he sent me fit, and so I did all that.
I'm Luke Skywalker. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Seems to be working great now, and so far I haven't had it switch on me while I've been moving it around. So yeah, I believe that's what it was the whole time, which means that I run all those wires and everything this evening for no reason at all. Oh, I also swapped out the SD card and transferred everything over to a new one. And so, yeah, troubleshooting. Just one of those things. You just never know. There is enjoyment in it to be had, okay? Because I love a good mystery. I'm going to call it a night, guys, and I have no idea when I'll get this out, get this edited, but I hope you guys enjoy my rambling and ranting, or whatever you want to call it. Either way, I'll see you guys in the comments, and have a wonderful evening, morning, night, lunch, afternoon, breakfast, day, weekend, year, decade, century. Yeah, you guys have a good one. And I'll see you on the next one.